opportunities. No better time to score than just before the break, and sure enough, well, Miles Himmelite. As well, what a sight this is. Absolutely incredible stuff. But again, we must, mention Walsall as well. The trophy then hoisted aloft. The ticker tape, the tinsel, full splendour, Ryan Johnson and Jake Reeves. And the Dogs have done it. Wimbledon 1, Walsall 0. There was a goal just before.
It'll be a big season for our club in Sky Bet League One. Yes. Tonight we're from the managers of both our men's and women's first teams, as well as our academy manager, Michael Hamilton, director of football, Craig Cope. Will basically be co-hosting the evening with me, won't he? He will be. He looks great. He's got new glasses, like a born-again Harry Potter. Then later on, there will be an option for you to put your questions to all four of our guests as we run through a bit of a Q&A. Loads to come. Got some breaking news for you. Not that kind of news. Kopi will update you on that in a minute. But the club is going to be announcing the next day or so that having spoken to and consulted with younger fans for the first home game against Lincoln City this season on Saturday 9th of August, we'll be running a £5 pint deal between 1 and 2 p.m. in the Phoenix, any beer for a £5. So this is also alongside the fact that the club's really pleased to be announcing its new beverage partner that'll be coming very, very soon. So £5 a pint, everybody in the Phoenix, 1 and 2. Hey. Come on, man, £5 pint. Thank you, firstly, for joining us here this evening. Michael, do you want to say hello?
Check, yeah.
Yeah. Mike, tell us what's going on in the academy. We've seen some of the younger lads sign pro deals, come through into the first team. Some really impressive individual performances from the likes of Ed Leach, Riley Horan, Junior and Keng. Who should we be looking out for?
I try not to amplify and expose some of our talents younger, but the three ones that we should be excited about are the ones that you just mentioned. They've been in around the first team, obviously featured in some pre-season games already, and yeah, I think the focus should be on those ones forward.
It must be, I'd say, difficult for you, Michael, because you are bringing these players through from such a young age, and then you've got, put it into context, you've got like Bird and Matthews over who sees the turkey, he's like, mate, you're off, I'm going to go off and tell you. It must be really difficult to see that happen firstly, but also an incredible sense of fulfillment when a player goes like Isaac and plays such a key role in a promotion campaign and in the first team in general.
Absolutely. Like you said, we don't want to lose players, but we understand that's part of the industry, and we've lost players over the last few years, and we see it as a success. At the same time, we've managed to produce a few that have gone on and established themselves in the first team. Aaron Sassou, Isaac Ogunde, and ones that have gone on in the past. So we understand both our success. The longer we can keep our own talent, the better. But at the same time, we're mindful that we're going to lose players at certain points of their pathway with us.
I just want to pick up on that. I think when you're running an academy like what we've got, and we're in such a dense area, I think there's more than one route of success. Obviously, I think the main thing is you guys want to see an academy player play in the first team, but the financial situation, we have to sell them when we can get the best value for them. So we've had academy players play in the first team that have done really well and then moved on. We've had academy players move on before first team, and we can be proud of both. We can follow their pathways and how they do, because obviously we're going to retain an interest in them financially, so we want them to do well to impact what we're doing at the football club. So I look at the success of an academy player across a couple of different aspects. Even the ones we let go, I think we prepare them to go and play in senior football, whatever that level might look like. And we've had some successes there, haven't we? They've not quite made the grade here, but they've gone and kicked on elsewhere, and there's a lot of success there, really.
Yeah, no, definitely. So even in the summer, there's one or two that in the past we've let go, but they're looking to set up their own business, or they want support in the next part of their career. So
the most chilled man at this football club to interview, and it's great. I love speaking to you. Take me through last season. Switch it on. Yeah.
go. There we go. We're in now. Yeah, last season was great. It was our first season in Tier 3, which brings a whole host of challenges. The level obviously goes up. You're talking about full-time teams. You're talking about clubs that run hybrid models, so they're training 3-4 times a week. But you know, we sit here proud to say that we managed to do what we was looking to achieve, and we actually overachieved by finishing mid-table in a really, really competitive league. And now it's, we now move on forward and see how we can keep on pushing.
How do you keep the celebrations down? Because I mean, the celebrations for winning promotion and winning that trophy were wild here at the stadium, and they were justly deserved. But how do you get it back to right work mode? Let's go.
Yeah, it's great. The players obviously have the time, and the staff and all us, deservedly so, have that time to really enjoy the.
Director of football, do you want to take it? He's sick of the sight of it. Okay. Gafton, just make sure your mic's on.
Hello.
Johnny, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah? You're looking well.
Cheers, mate.
Great to have you back with us here. In fact, do you know what? Sat this off. Kobe brings the news.
What news?
You know what I'm talking about. You know why they're here.
We are trying to sign some players.
How are we getting on with it?
No, it's we've had our targets from the start. We're obviously trying to get players out of clubs, which is why it's been a bit frustrating in the timings. You have to remember that clubs are at least 1 or 2 weeks behind us, depending on what position they play, league they're playing in. They're trying to get players in, and then they'll let players out. So look, really happy that we're really close. We're speaking about it, so we're sort of nearly over the line with 2 players that we've been targeting for most of the summer, and yeah, we're hopeful that a third one will go through first thing in the morning. So we'll announce them as and when we can.
Thank you very much, Craig. Johnny, first up, I mean, looking back at promotion and your time here overall, it has been a roller coaster. It's really been up and down. How proud are you to have finally overcome the hurdle of taking this club into League One?
Yeah, unbelievably proud. For me, best moment, best day of my whole career. Really felt like a culmination of 3 years hard graft, not just like from me personally, but from everyone involved in that. And obviously, yeah, there's been some ups and downs along the way, and a little bit of hurt and suffering, and some really joyous moments. But to get the sort of the culmination and what the end goal always was, is to try and help the club get back into the League One. So to achieve that and to do it the way that we've done it, probably the best way possible at Wembley, was, yeah, unbelievable.
28,000 plus at Wembley. Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was mad, really. I think someone told me that we took as many as, or maybe more, than in '88 at the final, and that just blew my mind. When I might have got that wrong if I butchered that, but that someone did tell me that. I blame Mark Jones, but maybe it was him. But yeah, just to see the amount of blue and yellow there, and our end full and their end not, I think it's pretty much sort of told the tale of it. And to see the celebrations at the end with everyone, not only in the stadium, but when we left the stadium, walking down Wembley Way, and then in Box Park after, and then I'm sure there was a few more after that as well. But yeah, just unbelievable memories, really.
There's an article that's come out in the past couple of days. The coaches' voice, you've had a conversation with them. Fascinating article where you talk about the pressure going into Grimsby, and I just wonder if you can take us through that day, because afterwards it felt as though we were just ice cold through the playoffs. I just didn't feel we were gonna lose. It just didn't feel like we were gonna concede a goal.
No, well, I was sat next to Craig that day because I'd got myself sent off in the previous game, so I was in the stand for one. Craig got a few slaps on the head when the final whistle went. Nice snaps though, weren't they? It was all in love. But the build up to it, yeah, obviously, you know, the pressure had been mounting because we was in the playoffs, and then, you know, we had some bad results, and you know, you're looking at our final opponent, Grimsby, and if they win, they go above us, and then you're relying on other stuff elsewhere. So that was obviously there. We wasn't thinking about that, but it was there, and I felt the players could feel it. I think it had affected some performances in the build-up. I could feel a bit of tension creeping in, which was affecting our game. So we just tried.
You've seen the best of those players. The ones you probably haven't seen at the real heights he can get to yet is Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown was incredible for us back end of last season, but he was coming back from not playing for 6 months, and he played in multiple positions for us, but having a full pre-season,